때마다 지구칼라방 네가 날아 마시다 나대 누구인한테 요원스케어 물같이 닫아 득식은 무시 갈라져 시사 손을 대게 달린 내 눈물 닫아게 한번 구원 마상났어 난 누가 왕왕 쏟아 지수조다 Okay, that's enough. Since you're so bad. anyways like cool and 연인 뭐 하이크 원진 라면 raise a leg 뭐가 지고구해 유구도가 너 미니가 움직여 이런 넌 이지부터 갤러 그모 나 이겨 에이더 스카 내 말이 신기해 미장이네 Everybody does romantic codes Rock and roll 야 그거 못하고 Everybody loves everything can go forward Rock and roll 사랑까지 가다고 Welcome now 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 now
There you go. Hey, welcome to the Castle Kitchen, where today we are going to be cooking Cacio e Pepe. You see, usually I'll do some food and cook some stuff for the troops. It's good for the morale. And today I thought I'd do something special. Oh, I'm gonna eat this one. But you know, the castle, the people will take care of of making it for the rest of the troops of the army of the dead. Not dead. What do you call it? Of dark. Army of the dark. Oh, hey Dragfree, thank you for stopping by. Food. Yeah. This Cacio e Pepe is I guess it's an Italian dish. And it's very simple because it only has 2 or 3 ingredients. Well, 3 ingredients, right? Has the most important one is the cheese. You get a good pecorino romano. This is the real stuff. It was expensive. You get pepper. You're supposed to get good quality pepper, but I just got pepper. And you just get pasta. And with that, you make a very nice and creamy sauce. And there's actually like 2 or 3 ways to do it. But the method that I'm going to show you, I think exemplifies why this dish is so easy to mess up. It's very simple, but it's very simple to mess up. Full disclosure, I've never made it. So let's see how it goes. Okay, the first thing, let me put some stuff out of the way. The first thing I want to do is grate some cheese. I need 45 grams, I believe, of this. So, let me start grating. Hopefully no scuff. Well, I don't know if it'll be scuff. I guess the food can be. I guess food can be scuff. Huh? I could just mess it up completely. One thing that I will say is that all of these ingredients are room temperature. because the temperature is very important for this dish, as you will see in a minute. All right. All right, so I need 45 grams. Not sure how much that is. So I have a scale over here. And I'm just gonna like grate some and put some there and weigh it until, where's it? 0. So I have those 45 grams. Actually, I'm gonna grate just a little more than 45 grams because we need some for the end. So, oh wow. This grates so easily. It's actually going everywhere. Okay. I was researching this and I saw that a famous YouTuber actually messed it up recently. I don't know if it was recent. Oh, and this is supposed to be goat cheese, I think? I'm not sure. It is very pungent. It's kind of, it's almost smells like Reggiano, which I also have some. And I bought it because I thought it was needed for this as well. Turns out you only need pecorino, which is fine. Okay, I think that's more than 45 grams actually. Okay, let me put the cheese away. Yeah, getting a bag for the cheese. Didn't think about getting it ready in advance. Okay. I need to so I can put it in the fridge. Yeah. All right. Actually, let me weigh it. That better be 45. Oh my god, that's 23 grams. Okay, I need double that. Yeah, I need double that. Okay, let me grate some more. And Rusty Shackleford, welcome to the Army of Darkness. Also, DJ Discotheque, welcome to the Army of Darkness. I saw that you followed a while ago, and while the loading screen was going. Reggiano. In Reggiano, also expensive. Yeah, it is. I actually bought both. It was like $20 for both of them, and I regretted it because I didn't need the Reggiano. But the Reggiano I'm gonna use for spaghetti just later. Base cooking streamer. Yes. There's a surprising amount of upkeep when you're the general of an Army of Darkness, and cooking is just one of them. One of the many things that you have to do. Come on. I've already graded like half of this thing. Okay, I'm gonna call it. 45 grams is a lot. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Okay. Let me weigh it. Okay, I went overboard. Now it's 66 grams. But that's okay. That's okay, because we need some for sprinkling later. Let me taste it, actually. See? Oh! That is interesting, actually. That is interesting, because it tastes kind of like a fresh cheese, but it's very strong. It's really good, actually. I like it. Alright. Let me clean up a bit. Dang. Every time I cook, there's a bunch of dishes to clean. Alright. And it's always best, if you're cooking, to clean while you're cooking, or else you have a huge mess at the end. Alright. I like Romano a lot more than Parmigiano. It's different because Romano, the one with it we just that is still very strong, but it doesn't have that funkiness to it. But it's like very like it like really strong, and it's really creamy. And this recipe only needs Romano. Okay, the next step. Oh well, what we're gonna do to be very fancy. So what you gotta do is we're gonna be waking up the pepper, they call it. Or what we're doing is basically toasting the pepper. And this is where this method is different from many others. I think this is more traditional. You toast it whole and then you crush it. What I've seen is that they crush it and then they toast it. And the thing is with this dish is that temperature is very important, because what you're gonna do is take the pasta water and melt the cheese into like an emulsion almost. However, if the water is boiling hot, what will happen is that the cheese will clump together and it'll make like big strands. Is the proteins in the cheese like interlocking? So it's really hard to take them off, or almost impossible. So what you gotta do, and the secret to this technique, is you have a bowl, and that's your cooling bowl. We'll get to the cooling bowl in a bit. You basically just put the water there, or the pasta there, before putting it into the pecorino. I actually like the pecorino much more than I thought it would. Hit the camera. I can smell very peppery. That's interesting. It's like a very peppery, almost perfumey aroma. And you're supposed to be able to see the oils come out of the peppers. So they're supposed to get just a little shiny. Oh my god, they're moving on their own. Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's still going. Oh wow. It smells really good actually. Okay. I think it's starting to get a little too much. And then what we do is we put those away. We want to let them cool. So I put them back in this thing. We're gonna let it cool for a bit before we crush them. One thing I do want to do, because I'm American, you didn't know this, but the Castle of the Dark, it is based in America. Oop. What I'm gonna do is cook up some chicken. So the same pan, doesn't matter. I have some chicken that I defrosted before. Oh god, it's really hot. Hopefully this goes well. Woo! Don't worry, everything's okay. It was fire. That was cool. I think the reason most people crush their pepper before heating is they don't want to risk getting hot pepper bits on themselves. Oh! What I've seen that people do is they'll put it Corpse channel. Welcome to the army of the undead of the dark. Very apt name. What people will do is they'll crush the pepper, toast it, and then they'll put water in it. And by putting the water on the pepper, this is off the heat. They cool it down, but they don't tell you that step. So you don't really know what you're doing if you don't follow it exactly. So if the fire's still on and it's still going, it's not gonna cool down, and you're gonna mess up your cheese. But I think I kind of like the pepper toasting before. I've never done that before. Let's see how that works out. And what I want to do with this is I just want to... Oh, I should put some salt in it. I just want to cook it with some salt. And I'm not going to add anything else to it because I'm going to serve it with it and just mix it in. You use a spice grinder or mortar or pestle. I'm going to be using a grinder. I do have a mortar and pestle, but it's going to get everywhere. I've used it before. Might be a bit too hot. Lower it a bit. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to open a window here. The problem with this stove, it's a camping stove and it's a fire stove, so it gets really hot. The one that I have in the apartment is just electric, and that one takes forever to open, to heat up. Okay, let me. Okay, it's still very. The way you can tell that meat is done is if you poke it. It's still very soft, so it still needs a little more time, especially in the time. However, I will be right back. I'm gonna open a window. Hopefully you can still hear me. It was a little too smoky. I don't want the fire alarm to be going off. Okay. Looks like it's getting there. I just want just a little bit of color on it. Electric stovetop pan, yeah. And there's like different types of electric stovetop too. I think some are better than the others. I got used to it. You just have to turn it up all the way. Okay. I think this chicken is done. The juices are running clear. And it passes the pokes test. God, I hope I don't eat raw chicken. You know what? I'm gonna toast the edges like a little bit because it's a weird shape. The best way to do it is to just cut it open and see if it's done. But I don't want to do that. Only a noob would do that. You think I'm a noob? I'm not a noob. I'm a chef. I'm a professional, evil chef that does devilishly delicious dishes. Or something. Okay. I'm gonna call that done. I'm gonna just put it over here. Next up, I had some water simmering, and we're gonna make it come to a boil. It should come to a boil fairly quickly. And the water for this is actually an important ingredient because we want that pasta water. And it's actually not as much pasta water as you normally would. Or it's like not much pasta water for the pasta itself. Okay, it's already boiling. So, well, I'm just gonna put it in. And come on. I want the spaghetti to go in there. I think this is 100 grams of spaghetti. I think that's enough for a person. If not, I have chicken. And I always like to do this little spiral pattern. I think it looks cool. Once it's all in there, I'll start the timer. And what we want to do is cook the pasta. Not all the way through, because we're still gonna be working with it afterwards. So I want it like 2/3 of the way there. There you go. I'm gonna turn it down a bit so it's not going everywhere. And I'm gonna set that to the side. Oh, let me turn the timer. For al dente, this pasta takes 11 minutes. I'm setting a timer for 8 minutes. And I'm moving this out of the way. Because we need to do other things. Alright. Let's talk about the pepper real quick. I'm going to be using a pepper grinder. And pepper grinders usually have this little... Well, let me put it together. It has this little screw. And usually you just tighten it all the way, right? But the thing is, let's see if you can appreciate this. There's this little mechanism in the middle, and that's what determines how coarse it is. So when you tighten it, it goes up and down. So you want to tighten it and then loosen it just a bit to get a little coarser, because we want slightly coarser pepper for this one. Chicken, yeah. So the chicken should be okay, I think. Yeah, it's over there. And then we get our nice and toasty pepper. Actually, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of time here. All while our pasta is boiling away over there. I think I can now pour it. Now, while I was preparing for this, I was like playing with, well, not playing with it, but like moving the pepper around. And since the little balls, they go everywhere, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be finding little pepper balls for the next week or two. The best kitchen tool is the hand. I suppose so. I made a little funnel there, didn't I? Oh, let me see if I can exemplify it. So that's all the way, and then I'm gonna like, there you go. That's a little coarse. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna grind a bunch of this. You know what? Oh, the problem is that's not gonna work. I was gonna do an Alton Brown thing where you put a power drill on it and then it spins, but because the thing I just explained is not going to work, because it needs to be like a certain depth from the grinder, and if you take the part, it's on a spring, so it just pushes it all the way that way, so it's always completely open, so you're never going to get the coarseness you want with the power tool. If you like do it, I guess it has to be a different type of tool. Maybe a more expensive pepper grinder will have the adjustment at the bottom or something. I'm gonna have to get a more expensive one. Electric grinders are still useful. You know, I would like an electric grinder right now. I know this takes a bunch of pepper. Oh my god. I'm already tired. I don't care if it's unitasker. Alton Brown makes a big deal about unitaskers in the kitchen. Like, everything needs to have more than one function, except the fire extinguisher, as he put it. Oh, let me stir the pasta real quick. Oh, by the way, the soundtrack for tonight is all Akatsuki Records. I found a playlist on their website, on their YouTube website. So you might get some bangers in there. Akatsuki Records is I guess what they call the publisher or something. I don't know what it is, but Stack is the the singer. I guess a lot of people know Stack more than Akatsuki Records. But Akatsuki Records is like the whole thing. Stack and Stack Bros is the band. I guess it's the circle name. That's what it's called. Circle name. Since they're an independent music band or whatever. Getting there. I want just a little bit more. Oh wow, let me check how much is the timer. Okay, we have 3 minutes left. So I'll grind for a little more. And then I'll show you the secret to the, what do you call it? This method of making Cacio Pepe, which I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not. I should have seen how much pepper is supposed to be in there, but I'm gonna eyeball it because it's supposed to make the actual sauce. Just you see the pepper in the sauce. Okay, that's probably good enough. If there needs more, I'll grind more on it. Okay. Oh, one thing I forgot is that you're supposed to salt your pasta water. I'm adding the salt right now. It might be too late. Though it still has a few minutes in there. Okay. Still going. Yep. I can feel it's not quite there yet. But this is the technique, okay? We're gonna put our pecorino in a cold pan, right? I think most of it, because it was 45 and we got like 60 something. Okay. And then normally, what you see people do is ladle straight from the boiling water over here. Like, they'll ladle it and then straight into it. But that's too hot. That's too hot. So, what we're gonna do is, well, let me do this maneuver in the camera. What we're gonna do is take some pasta water and put it into a cooling bowl. And I'll put that away. And then we just let it hang out for a bit. That way it's not super duper hot. Oh, another thing you can do right now is add the pepper. Then you mix it. I might need a little more pepper. Actually, it's better if you add less than more, because you can always add more, but you can't take out any. All right. That timer is going off. So the pasta should in theory be done. And then we got our cooling bowl. And I'm just swirling it to cooling a little. And if you can tell, there's not as much steam coming out. If you look at the pasta water itself, it's steaming. Can you see it? It's steaming a lot. So, what I'm thinking is that once it stops steaming, it's safer to put it into the cheese. And the best way to do this is a little bit at a time. And I need something to agitate it. There you go. Okay, we'll do it a little bit at a time. What you don't want is melting the cheese. You want it to kind of, I mean, you do want it to melt, but you don't want the cheese to like melt to each other. Like you want, it's doing the correct thing. It's making like a paste rather than mozzarella. Have you ever seen mozzarella? And then you just keep agitating it. And then what some people will do is they'll take a paste like this, and then since this is already, I want to say emulsified, but I don't know if that's the correct word. Cheese goo. Yeah, cheese goo is actually a pretty good one. You take a cheese goo. Once it's already cheese goo, it's a little harder to mess up. But I'm just gonna go all the way because we want more like cheese soup. This is more of a traditional way to do it. And I think that's safe to put more in there. Okay. This is what you want. If you did it wrong, what you would be seeing is little strings of cheese in it. And you wouldn't see like a very creamy looking liquid, you would see clumps of cheese and very watery liquid. So this is what you want to see. So I'm hopeful. And the cool thing about this method is that even if you added too much water, it's okay. Sweet. I think I got all the cheese emulsified. There's a big chunks in there. You know what? I'm gonna add just a bit more cheese because I can. It's my dish. Come on, my base. Welcome. Looking good. Love Cacio Pepe. Do you, my base? Do you make it often? This is my first time making Cacio Pepe, but I've researched it extensively. And you can see that we're doing all this in a cold pan. Okay, next step. We're actually almost done. We want the pasta. Usually when you do pasta, you strain it. Oops. For this recipe, you don't strain it. You just kind of tongue it in there. And it's gonna give it a little more water, sure. But that's kind of what you want. Oh shoot, I did the mistake. It's supposed to go into the cooling bowl. It's supposed to go into the cooling bowl. It's okay, I didn't put too much in there. It goes into the cooling bowl first. There's no such thing as too much cheese? Well, maybe. Yeah, it's one of my go-to meals for when I don't have much in the house. Really? You just happen to have pecorino romano in your house? I guess if you make it a lot. Okay. I keep hitting you guys, and I apologize. You're gonna have a concussion by the end. So I think it's still okay. Okay. Yeah. The very hot spaghetti can do the same thing. Okay. And then I put it in the cooling bowl. It should have cooled enough. There you go. What? The trick is to do this. But I'm not gonna risk it. I think it's still a little watery. So what you can actually do is put it back in the fire for just a bit. Like it won't take that long. I saw the chef do this. It's okay, guys. I saw a trained professional do this. Simple to delicious, yeah. What's poppin'? Hey, Lucianus, welcome to the cooking stream from the kitchen of the Castle of the Dark. And hey, Insure Shack, welcome as well. Holy shit, I thought Cacio Pepe was a soup with frog in it. I don't remember what cacio means, but it is. I think it's basically like bits with pepper or something like that. Cheese and pepper. It's basically just creamy spaghetti sauce. Romano is a must-have in any Italian household. Oh, really? I've never actually bought Romano cheese until this time. Okay. You know, I can see why the chefs do this. This is just so much easier to do. It's a little too liquidy to do it, though. Well, hopefully I don't mess it up. We're trying to thicken it up just a bit. Oh, while I'm doing that, while it heats up, I'm gonna cut up my chicken. It should have rested enough. I got worried. I was looking at it and it looked a little watery, more watery than it was before. And I was like, oh shit, is it separating? I think it's okay. I think it's okay. But it's not frog legs, it's chicken legs. Which supposedly frog tastes kind of similar to chicken. Actually, no, I've had frog. Alligator is the one I haven't had. It's supposed to taste the same as frog? I wonder. So I just have some quick chicken breast chunks here. Because I am American and I must have meat with every meal, or else it's not a meal, it's a snack. I'm just gonna add them in there. Oh, let me bring it back. It's actually boiling, which might be bad. Okay. I'm gonna just cut it off. Alligator is really good. Is it, Strategos? I never had it. I hear it tastes like fish and chicken. Yeah, see, I messed it up. See how it's stringy? It's starting to mess up. Because it got too hot, so it started to separate. However, I think most of it survived. No. See, there's getting big chunks of it. That's what you don't want. Okay. Hold on. Luckily, we might be able to fix it because we have a lot more cheese. So as long as it's not too hot, we should be able to put more in there, and it should just start creaming. It's not as creamy as I would like it, but it'll do. Okay, that big clump of cheese is not looking appetizing. Every time I mess up in the kitchen, I get unreasonably mad. Like if I pop, if I do a sunny side egg and it pops, I get so mad. Okay, I think some of the sauce survived, so I'm just gonna do my best and try to plate it. So this is how they do it, but they do it with like special tongs. And then I'm gonna take it to the plate. Can't even plate it right. trying to plate it is not working either. I think you really need the other little special tongs. I want to get the chicken at least. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna add more cheese. And if you add cheese to anything, it looks good. Don't tell anyone on Twitter. I'm gonna post a picture on Twitter. And regardless if it's really good or bad, I'm gonna say it was delicious. And it's gonna look amazing because it's gonna have like a bunch of fresh cheese grated on top of it. Ah, keep hitting you guys. Okay, I think that's it. Like, a lot of it was pretty good. It's just started clumping up together. So that's what happens when it gets too hot. But over here, the actual sauce is kind of there, kind of not. Okay, let me put that away. And I'm gonna start plating this. Or, where's my... There it is. You can use a fork. It does the same job. Pedalgate. Traditionally, pasta finish cooking in the sauce to absorb the sauce. But you need to keep it lower heat. Jeez. Yeah, that's probably it. I got impatient and it did more than it is. Like, I turned it up to medium high, I think. If you're trying to... Yeah, I was trying to do the fancy swirl. But it didn't work. And we just put more Romano cheese on top of it. A bunch of cheese and a couple of filtered letters will look good. Yeah. Honestly, you'll see the picture. It's gonna look amazing. And I still have some of the wonderful pepper from before. Just gonna sprinkle it. Choo choo choo. And there you have it, Cacio and Pepe. And it's perfect. Nothing went wrong at all. Now let me clean the plate. This is what chefs do. It does look a lot neater when you clean it. Okay, what's the best angle for this? Let me take a picture for Twitter. I have a bunch of lights already set up. And I just needed like one more. And that's good. And then we need a prop. So you know it's food. Aha. And now I have a fancy camera. I'm gonna take a picture real quick. Taking a couple. Yeah, that's good enough. Well, let me taste it. I mean, it looks good. I mean, the cheese does make it look good. That was just chicken. I mean, the chicken's good. Let me try the spaghetti. I'd eat it. Well, thank you, Rusty. It's not quite as creamy as I would like, honestly. Let me pick up the thing. I can taste the cheese. Oh, that's actually pretty good. You know, toasting the pepper does make a difference. I can instantly tell. It's normally pepper. It's kind of flat, has a flat flavor. But this one, you get the instant the beginning of a pepper flavor, right? Which you usually do, and then it's a little more, almost aromatic, almost. I don't know how to describe it. It's like pepper instead of, oh yeah, pepper. So toasting it really does awaken it, and it's really good actually. Because the cheese is so salty, you get that very cheesy, very it's almost salty, almost like a fresh cheese. But you can tell it's an aged cheese. It's a very pungent. Not pungent, it's very strong. Let me take another bite. Even though it's messed up, it's really good. I want to try to make it again, but this time not messing it up. Cooking it lower. Oh yeah, that pepper, it's almost floury. I don't know if there was a flour that smelled like pepper. That's what I'm tasting. Yeah. I gotta do it low and slow next time, I guess. Yeah. Or the other way to do it. You remember the cheese goo? You just make the cheese goo, and then you add the cheese goo to the pasta, and then add just a little bit of water at a time until it's as creamy as you want it. That's a more foolproof method of doing it. It's not the traditional way. I did it the traditional way. A 100 grams of pasta is pretty good. A lot. I almost don't think the chicken, but I like the chicken. I know some people put butter or other types of cheese in it. You know, you don't need it. I forgot. There's like 3 Wigglies supervising. You see, those 3 Wigglies are the ones that are going to be in charge of making it for the troops. They're going to be feeding everyone else. So they have to intently see what I'm doing. Okay, Wigglies, don't do the same mistake. Low and slow for the last phase. Yeah, it's pretty great. Partial to adding too much butter to non-meat things. Are you saying that if it doesn't have meat, you want to add a bunch of butter? I can see that. You know, you can add butter to anything, it makes it better. I usually cook with a lot of butter, but I'm trying not to anymore. Meat gets butter overkill. Everything else, I usually use coconut oil. Oh! Okay. So you're saying that if it has meat, you put butter in it. If not, you use coconut oil. Okay. I use butter in everything. I'm truly. Been cooking with a lot of butter lately. You know, I've been getting really good at making like a pan sauce with the fond that gets put in, develops when you cook meat. And the secret is put a bunch of butter in it, and it tastes really good. Yeah, the fond and everything else makes it good, but you put a big chunk of butter in it, and melts it, and it kind of melts everything together. And it tastes really freaking good. Coconut and coconut oil is good for the soul. You know, when I eat coconut, I get a very specific flavor, like almost tropic. I guess because coconuts are from the tropics, right? So if you put coconut in everything, everything's gonna taste like it's from the tropics, either Asian tropics or like American tropics or Africa tropics, and they all have share like interesting notes. Maybe it's a coconut. No bullshit. Restaurant secret. Add butter to fucking everything. I've almost finished it. Even though I messed up, it's still really good. Yes, insane how much butter you use in a restaurant. Have you worked at a restaurant, Kaman? Or Mabes? Because that'd be interesting to see just how much butter you use. I know you can use a ludicrous amount. Oh, have you guys seen butter burgers? Basically what you do is you take the bun and you take a big heaping spoonful, like a cooking spoonful of butter. Where is it? Imagine this spoonful of butter, and then you like put it on the bun, and then you put it on top of the meat, and that's your burger. And it's just like butter dripping from it. I bet they're amazing. I've never had it. I think it's a Midwestern thing or something. I don't know where it's from. Scuff was averted. It was a bit scuffed, but it was still good. You got a few years of restaurant experience. Liquid butter day. A day. 2 gallons of liquid butter. No. Yeah, that's what it's called, poverty. My current one uses real butter though. Oh, okay. I bet they still use ludicrous amounts of it. I'm gonna finish this. Sweet. It's done. That was really good. I recommend giving it a try. You only need butter. Butter. We're talking about butter. You only need Romano cheese and pepper and some pasta, and to not mess it up and go slow. And it's really, really good. That's really good. It's a little spicy because of the pepper, but if you eat spicy food, it's nothing. Butterburgers are Wisconsin delicacy. Delicacy. Sounds cursed. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me first succeed and then mess up. Cacio Pepe. I learned for the next time. I want to show you my failings here. If you look at the sauce in the pan, the sauce in the pan looks really good. Like it looks like actual sauce. That's what it should have looked like. Let me get a little bit of this spaghetti and taste it to see how it tastes with the actual good looking sauce. Yeah, it tastes way better. But this is what you don't want. Clumps of cheese. If it gets too hot, it clumps. So avoid that. Go slow and slow. Don't make my same mistake. Was fun. We'll watch more. Cool. I actually plan to make this either a bi-weekly or a weekly thing. If I can not break my wallet with fancy ingredients, because usually I tend to make fancy stuff. And I can plan enough ahead. I might do it weekly. I might try one next week. I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah, I like to cook more often. So, what we will do. Weekly food stream. Nice. Yeah, it would be nice. Nice cooking streams are a blast. I'm glad you guys liked it. Let me... who should we raid? I believe... Arthur's having a subathon thing, isn't he? I was in his thing earlier. So, let me see if I can raid from this. Oh, there is. Sure. Why not? All right. So, thank you very much for... Did it go through? Okay. Okay. Oh no. Did it cancel? Well, thank you so much for stopping by today. Cancel? Did it? One sec. I'm gonna step away from the kitchen and see if I can do it over there. I think it's about to go through. I think. Well, thank you so much, everybody. I'll hope to see you next time. I'm doing a karaoke in a bit. Probably gonna delay it just a bit. Thank you, everybody. I don't think it go through. I don't think it went through. Hold on. Where the fuck is it? Oh, they're doing a reading. Okay. Sure. Okay, now we're going. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by from way away from the kitchen. This is... I'll see you guys later. I am gonna be singing System of a Down. So, see you later. Bye! Thank you for stopping by.